Now, maximum summoning was the newest summoning method introduced into Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s, and although a lot of cool characters did get to maximum summon throughout the series, others did not. So I thought I'd make this video in telling the 5 characters that I wish we got to see use maximum summoning. Now, before we do start, I do want to say that I enjoyed the fact that 7s only gave a select few characters the ability to maximum summon throughout the series, and that made it feel more special and unique to the characters that did do so. With that being said though, let's get started with this list. Number 1, Otis. Now, Otis loved using the old classic cards seen in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters anime, and if Otis did maximum summon throughout the series, I think it would have been really fun to see like a massive parade of older classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Monsters appear as his maximum. But one other monster that would have worked really well as a maximum monster for Otis, and still play to the old style of monsters that we see in Duel Monsters, if turned into a maximum monster, would have been Gate Guardian. Now obviously with Gate Guardian, we saw it used with the brothers in Duelist Kingdom, but at the same time, in order to summon it, it required 3 monsters with specific names as tribute. So what we could do is we could use those 3 monsters with their specific names as the maximum cards, and then once you maximum summon, it just creates the image of Gate Guardian, and I think that would have made a brilliant maximum monster. What do you think? The second character I wish we got to see use maximums is Roman. Now most people would have said Roa as the most popular Kirishima to get a maximum, but I think it would have suited Roman a lot better, just because of the visuals we could have seen. Now this can again apply to Roa, but I was thinking we could see a massive concert sort of stage appearing with her different monsters kind of joining in and just having general fun. Because one thing the 7s did really well is it gave monsters personality. And I think with a maximum, there's a massive musical stage, we could have seen lots of fun personality and interactions while the maximum was on field from Roman's monsters. Monsters like Primarina Katana, or Candy, or Candy Life. You know, those type of monsters. Now, as for how Roman would have gotten maximums, I think this could have been a gift from Princess G. Now, also we had the whole episode where Roman was thinking about quitting Rush Dueling, and Princess G was pretending to be the teacher. I think it would have been really nice that after that, not only would Roman have gotten the win in that episode, but once Princess G left, the teacher persona of Princess G could have left the maximum cards for Roman's maximum behind for her, thus inspiring Roman to continue both dueling and music. Or another option could have been that Roman could have won her maximum cards through like a competition that Goha Enterprises put out because they're sponsoring Princess G in the early stages. But again, we obviously had the whole plotline of Princess G disconnecting herself from Goha, so it would have to have been done early. Number 3, Goha Eugene. Now, this Goha sibling was rather underwhelming, to say the least, so giving him a maximum would have at least made him more memorable as the character. Plus, it would have given him something unique like the other siblings had. For example, Yuo had his fusions, Goha Yuga had Monster Reborn, Yuka had her baseball-themed Utopia deck, and, well, Yuran had Kendo. While Eugene just had the Sea and Terrible Siggy. Oh, Euro had Riding Duels. A positive note for Eugene's character though is that he did have one of my favourite Aqua's Ace monsters. And I would love to have seen a maximum monster that basically is just a massive sea serpent that would be like a upgraded version of this Ace monster that we see him use. And then really show off the true terror of the ocean and what it can break. Now it's time to talk about Nanoho. Yes, this character needed a maximum. Why? Well, it would have given her another on-screen duel and more screen time, which would have pleased myself because I really like the character of Nanoho Nanohoshi. But more importantly, she was able to steal a lot of information from Yuga, thanks to her bugs infiltrating in that episode. So why didn't she also try and get the maximum data, and then try and use the card-making machine that we know she had access to and make her own maximum monsters. Like, this would have been awesome. She really didn't need to use maximums or fusions. However, her doing so would have given us, to the audience, a more realistic reason as to how her and her team took down the side characters in the closing stages of the shows, when we saw that they all had their memory wiped. But at last, I guess the visuals of seeing lots of bugs on the screen would have been too much for the viewers and maybe the animators to kind of animate fun to watch. So I get why they did it. Some people don't like creepy crawlies, and a massive creepy bug would have A, sent Yuga into a spiral if he had seen it, and B, wouldn't be very pleasant. But at the same time, still would have been cool. And finally, at number 5, I wish we saw the female from the Space Club using a maximum. This is a completely random and off the rails pick for a character that could use maximum, but this would have meant that she had an on-screen duel, which she never actually did, and honestly, I think it could have been like a wolf in sheep's clothing type of situation, where we think that the group's leader is the main duelist and the best one out of the 3, when in reality, is this female that we know hardly anything about, but she just kind of pulls out a crazy over-the-top maximum monster. I just imagine her using a maximum that is like a universal being with galaxies swirling around it and planets kind of being on its shoulders. Kind of similar to if you've seen Cardfight Vanguard, you've got the Messiahs. I would think it'd be something like that and it would have been awesome. Also a little similar in design to Yuga's Volcalyph maximum monster that he has, but just more space-themed. But still very menacing, still very cool and galactic. Who knows? Maybe we'll see a certain protagonist in Go Rush using a maximum that is galaxy-themed. Make more sense with his deck type, but anyway. So there you have it. Those are 5 characters within Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s that I wish we could have seen use maximum summoning throughout the series. Let me know if you wanted to see use maximums in the comments down below. And hopefully you've enjoyed this video. It's only for a bit of fun, so if your favourite character didn't appear on this list, don't take it too seriously. Just explain why you think he should or she should have had one in the comments down below. Other than that, subscribe, comment your thoughts, like the video if you did, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Alligator, matane. Goodbye.